Good afternoon, Drake. It's a pleasure to have you back after the release of your latest studio album,
ICEMAN. No more Mr. Nice Man.
I still can't believe you used that bar on the album.
Actually, on the album, I said ironic because the Iceman was a nice man. Now I'm hot and cold. Shows how much you listen.
I'm not here to argue with you today, Drake. Let's just ask a couple questions and get this over with.
Yeah, that's a wise decision because it's Iceman season, and my heart's a little extra cold today.
Yeah, according to this project, there seems to be a lot going on in your heart right now. Virtually every song on this album is a diss towards somebody. You mentioned the year 2024 multiple times on this project. Is there anything about that year in particular that left your heart so frozen?
Imagine spending 15 years giving hits, slaps, bangers, classics, your heart and your soul, just to watch the world turn their backs on you for a fake woke leprechaun pseudo-revolutionary who has dropped 3 projects since the Obama administration.
I mean, I think the world turning their back on you is a bit of an exaggeration, but if we're talking about things from the Obama administration, isn't that whenever you killed Meek Mill and then clowned him for an entire year? Is that your world tour, your girls tour? I know that you gotta be a thug for it. This ain't what she meant when she—
That was different. He deserved it. I didn't. And plus, he's Meek Mill. I'm Drake. His last hit was 10 years ago, and it was with me.
I mean, yeah, it's true you've dropped a lot of hits over these past 15, 20 years, but that doesn't mean you're immune to accountability.
What is it, the braids? I've been waiting 2 years to use that stupid-ass line.
Yes, another line that you used on the album. So I take it this means that you don't intend on letting bygones be bygones with Kendrick Lamar anytime soon.
You know how that washed-up beluga whale that used to be Rick Ross has that album called God Forgives, I Don't? Well, guess what? The sixth God doesn't either.
Well, you dissed or shaded so many people on this album, including Rick Ross, that it'd be too hard to name all of them, so I'm just gonna stick to the big ones.
Rick Ross is the big one. And Kendrick Lamar is just a little puppet that's getting his streams boosted by his sugar daddies at UMG. Or should I say Whitney's sugar daddies at UMG?
Drake, don't do this. This never ends the way that you want it to.
Yeah, no, fuck that. I was cool for 2 years. It's Iceman season, and I'm getting this off my chest. Don't ask me about 23andMe. I'm a real nigga and he ain't.
I don't think you're allowed to say that word.
LeBron James, how dare you go to that stupid-ass pop-out concert and dance with them musty-ass West Coast haters? But you know what? I was a fool to expect any loyalty from you. You've been switching teams your whole career.
I see you're still taking shots at LeBron. I thought you got it out your system with What Did I Miss? But there was plenty of Bron slander throughout this project.
Just talking about that traitor is making me sick. And I never said this publicly up until now, but I always thought he was overrated.
You literally tattooed him on your skin.
J. Cole is a bitch.
And what exactly brought this on?
What brought this on? Maybe us getting dissed together in a song, and after years of shadowboxing on every verse possible, he decides he wants to be Mr. Rogers and wave the white flag.
Funny enough, I recently had an interview with J. Cole where I kind of called him out for doing the exact same thing. But he made it seem as if the two of you were still friends, and even said it was tragic how everybody quote-unquote turned on you for those 2 years.
Oh, it was tragic, was it? Empty words from a man with an empty space between his legs.
Damn, it's a shame to see what's become of the Big Three. My childhood is in shambles.
Big Three. It's Big D, and there's video proof.
Oh yeah, and while we're on that topic, no more Gooner bars. If I ever hear you use the term Big Booty Ebony again in my life, I might self-delete.
Well, I mean, if you're that much of a bitch, maybe you should. That's another bar from the album. KYSASAP is what you can do for me.
I've never seen somebody who files lawsuits in the face of no danger act so tough.
I'm suing the label, not the man. Get it through your head.
You're still suing over the song. You can pretend you're fighting capitalism or big business, but I've read the fine print of your lawsuit. To quote your own lawsuit, Drake has suffered an impairment of reputation and standing in the community and in his own profession. Personal humiliation, mental anguish and suffering, emotional distress, stress, anxiety, lost earnings, and other forms of loss.
Okay, and what's your point?
You never seem to know if you want to present as a bully or as a victim. You spend half the album acting like a victim and the other half telling people to kill themselves and calling them pussies.
Oh, what, K-Bot? Were my vicious bars too cutthroat for your brittle feelings to handle?
Drake, you're not a tough guy. Kendrick Lamar, it's been a while since you've been here. It's a pleasure to have you here in my office this afternoon.
Likewise, my niggas.
As I'm sure you're aware, Drake has released his latest studio album, ICEMAN, along with 2 other surprise drops.
My apologies. Continue.
Yes, well, he released 3 albums in one night, and on ICEMAN specifically, he had a lot to say about the 2024 beef and about you specifically.
Yeah, he had a lot to say about me in them lawsuits, too. The world's toughest informant.
Well, in his words, he is suing the man, not fighting the rapper, and we're just not listening.
Tell me, what does UMG got to do with a DNA test for my fucking kids? Them bot allegations didn't hold up in court, so his hoe ass got desperate. Save them victim bars for the baby mama you don't claim.
Well, it seems the past 2 years hasn't done anything to reduce your hate in any way, shape, or form. Out of curiosity, I'm assuming that you've already listened to the project. What do you think of ICEMAN?
I can't give a full review because I didn't finish the album.
And can I ask why that is?
Because I got to the track called Make Them Remember and I almost died choking on my spit and saliva from laughing at this fool.
And what exactly was so humorous about that song in particular?
5 minutes straight of the toughest cop collar bars I've ever heard in my life.
Yo, boy's too pussy like a double date.
As he's got his attorney, his law firm, and a legal team standing beside him.
Drake has been cosplaying a tough guy for at least 10 years now. That was never going to end just because you cooked him at a Super Bowl.
He said that God gonna wipe the smug look off my fucking face. Well, guess what? I'm gonna wipe Tupac's ring off your fucking finger.
Wow, after all this time, you still haven't forgot about
Give me Tupac ring back!
So it's safe to say that ICEMAN won't be topping your best albums of the year list for 2026.
I told y'all, I like Drake with the melodies. I don't like Drake when he act tough.
Well, is there any ending comments that you'd like to leave Drake with?
Say, Drake, I hear I like him young. You better not ever go to cell block 1.
LeBron James, it's a pleasure to have you here today. I believe this is our first interview together. Appreciate you having me. Just wanted to get your opinion on Drake's new studio album, ICEMAN, and the disses that he sent your way on the project. I've honestly not even heard it. Like, GNX still going crazy in the whip. Yes, we've seen multiple clips of you vibing to that album over the past 2 years, which seems to be the root of Drake's problem with you. It seems as if he viewed you as a good friend before the beef, but your continued support of Kendrick Lamar has made him feel as if you switched up on him. I've always been a Kendrick Lamar fan. I've never been ashamed of that. If that's too much for him to handle, he can cry about it. And do you have any ill feelings towards Drake? Nope. He thinks we got beef and I could care less. And what exactly is your reaction to the bar, "Don't ask what's going on with 23andMe, I'm a real nigga and he ain't"? I mean, which one of us tattooed the other one on our skin? Damn, he really can't dish you after that. Good afternoon, Rick Ross. Well, we already know exactly what your thoughts on Drake's 3 new albums were, as you recorded yourself calling the album mid and scrolling through hate comments on Instagram. You call them hate comments. A boss calls it reality. And the reality is Drake is washed. So what exactly do you think about the bar he threw at you on the album where he said, "I've been aiding Ross with streams ever before Aiden Ross ever made a stream"? He aided some dudes with streams and we aided him with credibility. Didn't nobody take Drake seriously as a rapper when he first got here. Rose had to give him some shine. Well, it's actually hard to argue with that point. A lot of people forget how much of a punchline Drake was when he first got into the rap game. And if we really being honest with ourselves, 2024 was Rose's year. That beef was all about me. Well, I don't know if I'd go that far. Like Euphoria was cool. Not Like Us was cool. The Pop-Out Show and the Super Bowl was cool. But Rose was the one that ran that shit. Like I'm the one that came up with the nickname BBL Drizzy if it wasn't for me. J. Cole, it's a pleasure to have you back. Just wanted to get your thoughts on Drake's latest studio album, ICEMAN.
Shit, I think my boy did his thing and showed out. In my opinion, this album of the year so far, other than the fall off, of course.
Your boy? Are you sure the boy is still your boy?
Hell yeah, that's bro. Hey, what I say on First Person Shooter? We the big 3 like we started the league.
I'm pretty sure he took shots at you multiple times on this album. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure he said he could never forgive you for how you moved during that beef.
Man, that don't even sound like it's about me.
I mean, he followed that up by saying, "Fuck a big 3 anyway, there was too many chefs in the kitchen."
But that could be about Kendrick.
So, did you ever call Drake back?
Man, this is some bullshit. This what I get for trying to protect my peace? I'm a fence sitter and non-confrontational because I didn't want to get called a PDF file at the biggest Super Bowl halftime show of all time. Well, you know what? Be like that, Drake, because I'm not saying sorry this time.